What's going on, guys? Alpha the Wizard back at it with another video. Today we have me, Alpha the Wizard, versus Secret Alt. This is just another post Darkwing Blast testing match. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop in. We see Secret Alt winning rock, paper, scissors, shoe. Decides to go first. Opening hand, I have Right, Ash, Smashers, Imperm, and Enchantress. So we have two hand traps. Opponent has Bell, Merrily, Havness, Bell, and Scream. Scream is the new card out of post Dark. It's Darkwing Blast. If a monster is normal or special summon and you control a Tearlaments monster or a Visa Starfalls, except during the damage step, you could send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. That effect is just insane. And also, all face-up monsters your opponent controls will lose 500 attack for the rest of the turn. So this card is the new card. A lot of people are hyping it up. It's pretty insane. So activate normal summon Merrily, activate effect a mill, and that was actually insane because he milled 2 tier names and one of the better tiers to have in a grave as well, Merrily, and he also hit Sheeran plus Lubellion. This card has a graveyard effect too. So those were some really good mills. So now he's gonna go effect of just one. He's gonna leave Merrily in grave. Oh, nope, he's gonna use them both. Bring out Garura. He's gonna bring out Kit effect. We're gonna imperm that. And he just passes turn on Havness and Bell. Draw for turn, activate Right, get token in attack mode, get Fateful. The crazy thing about this situation right here is summoning Havness is going to trigger Scream, and that's just insane. So yeah, we're going to summon Enchantress, trigger Fateful to get Draco back, activate effect to get Monster, and then discard effect special, summon Carrot, go into sprint effect, activate Havness. I feel like we just ash this, right? Is there a reality we just ash this? I feel like we ash it, right? No, we don't ash it. He's gonna mill 6. I feel like we ash that always because then we can just like clear his board and he has no cards to play with. Why didn't I ash? Hits 3 names technically already. Dump Angler. Effects. Mill 3. His mills are so good. He hit Sheeran, Havness, Solid. What is this card? Alright, so let's read this card for the class. If a light or dark monster is banished, you can target one of those monsters, place it on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, draw 1 card. It's basically chaos space. You can only use this effective Brandon once per turn. Once per turn if your normal summon or special summon monster. If your opponent normal summons or special summons, you can target a Bisted monster in your graveyard and summon it. So this card is actually pretty decent. Okay, so he's going to go into a Garura, use Kit for the new one. For everybody that doesn't know what this does, basically this can out-nib pretty easy. Other Aqua monsters you control can be destroyed by battle. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect that includes special summoning a monster or monsters, you can negate the activation if you destroy it and then send a tier card from your hand or face up field to the graveyard. And if it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can summon it. It's pretty strong. Sheeran effect's gonna resolve, and our opponent's just so far ahead right now. Like, yeah, sure, we get 2 bodies, but he's just like so set up right now that it's just very hard to do anything. He's gonna try to spin that. We're just gonna Griffin. Add back Rhino. Oh, with Sulik. That's what it was. He forgot to add. Okay. Effect, we're gonna Ash the Kaleido Engrave, which is pretty solid. Draco back to bounce that. Okay, well, maybe there is a good chance. He does have Bell too, though, so that's kind of weird. Now we can start our Spright plays, get Jet, summon Jet, Jet effect, get a starter. Then we can just go into Sweeper, Battle Phase, get in a bunch of damage, activate starters, summon red, get in some more damage. Main phase 2, bring these two into an elf. Elf effect to revive. Beaver, that's okay. Activate Enchantress. He does bell that. We chain red. Search right. Was it worth using red to protect Enchantress? I don't know. I think right follow-up is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's not insane. It just gets us a big body. But we do have Griffin in deck, so if this gets outed or if we link off with it, we have right Griffin. Maybe that's kind of insane. Set Smashers, pass turn, draws his own Smashers. Is this going to be enough? So he gets a summon off Rhino and mill 3. Will all his mills this game be insane? Let's find out. Kind of. Let's read for the class. Heartbeats. So he plays this new tier card. Target a spell or trap on the field, or up to 2 if you control Vista Starfrost. Shuffle him into the deck, then send 1 card from your hand to the grave. That seems kind of mid. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target a Tearlaments trap in your graveyard and add it to your hand. I mean, I guess that's pretty decent. So we can add Solic here. And then Bystial Sanor. Okay. So this sets a branded spell or trap. Alright, so he's doing some interesting things. Dumping Havness. Havness effect. Then that effect to add. And that effect as well. So he's gonna get branded Beast. Add Solic. And then, wait, he can't use Kaleido though. Wait, he can't use Kaleido. Or, not Kaleido. Yeah, he can't use Kaleido. Wait, he literally used Kaleido. He can't use it though. Yeah, he couldn't use Kaleido there because it can't be used as fusion material. Smashers, get rid of that. I think he's in a hard spot. Yep, that's just game. Alright, game 2. We're probably going to see Secret Alt go first, considering his deck gets set up by, like, you know, his spells and stuff. Okay, yeah, so our opening hand, we have Gamma, Nib, Ash, Griffin, Draco back. So we see no Spright engine whatsoever, but we do have all the stops in the world. But will that be enough if we cannot get started? We do see our opponent has Rhino here, so our opponent really only has 1 starter as well. Based on the looks of things, it looks like it would almost be better to just Gamma this and put him on have a tier in hand, but at the same time, if we Ash it, you know, that's not terrible, but it makes his Solic live. But then I guess we could just, it's just tough. I feel like Gamma would be correct there, but only because we don't know our opponent's hand. So he's going to Ash that, and he's going to go Havness, and then we can Gamma this, and then he's going to Bell that. So it's going to resolve no matter what. He's going to get Kit effect, dump Merrily, Kit effect again. We're going to let our opponent get kind of far, see how many times he has to summon, because we do have Nib. At this point, we want him to use all his tier names. I think that was my thought process. I'm like, if I can get him to use all his tier names and then drop Nib, and if he has the Omni, I just Gamma. Yep, and there it is. Garura. Go Elf, and he definitely played in a nib really hard here. He draws Heartbeats, kept this in going first. I feel like this would be more of a going second card. I mean, I guess it's okay to mill, but Elf Effect, Revive Merrily, set to, pass turn, into main. We're gonna nib, he's Chain Effect, Chain Gamma. And now our opponent is left with practically nothing. But will we lose this match because we cannot get started? So we have to bring out Nib, and then he brings out his guy. And have no hand whatsoever, so we're forced to just crash into that. Pass turn. He activates to pop that, or shuffle. Wait. Yeah, shuffles into the deck. Draws another brick. He has to attack with token. Take a bunch of damage. It's a big rock, and we just draw Imperm. That's nothing too crazy. He's not seeing it either. I mean, I guess he could use this. No matter what, it's just game, because I'm only at 23. The token's kind of big. Yeah, we drew Gamma. We saw no real starters that game. So will we beat Secret Alt going first? Game 3. Our hand is kind of good. We have Cosmic Pixies, Enchantress, Starter, Imperm. Opponent has Nib, Solic, Imperm, Driver, and Havnis. What in the world, bro? Why do I always get Imperm Nibs? This is just so insane. Every single trip. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and dive in. We see we have Cosmic, just in case of Mystic Mine. I mean, I guess we do have Inherent outs, but it's never bad to see against this deck. Normal summon Pixies. Pixies is going to help us get Draco back with Fateful. Search Griffin. And we get Imperm Nibbed at some point, because we have to starter. Bring out blue effect, gets us our Jet, summon Jet. Now there's an argument that I should have just held Jet, but I wanted to guarantee Smashers, but I guess it doesn't matter through Imperm Nib. I guess that was something to think about, that I should have just kept Jet and just went to Gigantic, because I could just summon this after the fact and have follow-up in case of Nib. He's going to go Havnis here, Chain Nib, Chain Griffin, Chain Imperm. And that's just actually insane. And we did see a Merrily hit, so our opponent's going to get set up. We're going to add Starter for follow-up, and at this point, I think this is an uphill battle. Get Rhino, pitch Solic, add Sharon, send Merrily, make the new one, Lulucaros, or whatever it's called. We got Imperm, Cosmic Starter. I mean, not the greatest right now. He does have Sharon in hand, and his Bistic card is also live. This is not looking hot. And he mills a Sharon. I swear this guy's mills are always crazy. He should take this deck to a YCS, because he's insane. We're going to Imperm the Kit. I mean, he has game on board. Going to Dark. Battle. Go for the kill. And that's just game. Yeah, that was a tough game, not gonna lie. I think this deck is actually really strong. But yeah, so you're gonna see Secret Alt beating me, Alpha the Wizard, and yeah, Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.